All right, let's just jump right in. AI is showing up everywhere in our work and in our studies. It's incredibly powerful. It's ridiculously fast. And let's be honest, it's also kind of confusing when you think about how to use it the right way.
And you know, that confusion, it can lead to some real uncertainty, maybe even a little bit of stress. You start asking yourself, am I using this thing correctly? Am I being totally honest about it? Am I accidentally crossing some ethical line I don't even know exists? If any of that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not the only one feeling that way.
But what if I told you there was a simple, easy-to-remember way to handle all that uncertainty? A sort of mental checklist to make sure your use of AI is always responsible, totally ethical, and crystal clear. Well, the good news is there is.
It's called the S.T.R.E.S.S Framework. And yes, that irony is 100% intentional. The best way to deal with the stress of using AI is with stress. It's actually a pretty genius way to keep the most important principles front and center.
So what is it exactly? Well, the S.T.R.E.S.S Framework is just a simple acronym that stands for 6 core principles. It's designed to guide anyone who's using AI in their professional or academic work. Think of it as your guardrail in this brand new landscape. So here's a quick roadmap of what we're about to cover. The letters in S.T.R.E.S.S stand for sensitivity, transparency, responsibility, ethics, skepticism, and last but not least, security. We're going to break down every single one.
We're going to kick things off with the first 3 letters, S.T.R. I want you to think of these as the absolute foundational pillars for using AI ethically. This is the bedrock for your entire approach.
First up, we've got S, and S is for sensitivity. This one is all about remembering that there are some things only a human can do.
Look, an AI just doesn't get culture or context or any of the subtle stuff that makes up the human experience. It's a fantastic tool for mechanical tasks, sure, but it can't feel empathy. That's where you come in. You're the one who brings the meaning, which makes your judgment absolutely essential. Okay, next up is T for transparency. This one might seem obvious, but it is so critical for making sure people can trust the work you're doing. It really just means being completely honest and upfront about how you used an AI. And I mean everything. You should be documenting the tool you used, the version number, even the specific prompts you gave it. This isn't about hiding your methods, it's about having total professional and academic integrity. And that brings us perfectly to our third principle, R for responsibility. Honestly, this might be the most important part of the entire framework. Here's the bottom line. You are always in the driver's seat. If the AI spits out a mistake, a factual error, anything, it's on you. You can't blame the bot. The AI is a tool, but you are the one who is accountable for whatever you create with it. Full stop. So, now that we have our foundation with S.T.R., let's move on to the last 3 letters, E.S. If the first 3 were the foundation, you can think of these as the critical safeguards, the guardrails that keep you and your work safe. So the first of these safeguards is E for ethics. This is all about making sure these new, shiny tools still have to play by the old, important rules. Basically, using AI can't be an excuse to ignore the existing ethical standards in your field. So, for example, if you're dealing with confidential data, it has to be completely de-identified before it ever goes near an AI. A new tool doesn't get a hall pass on old rules. Next, we come to our second S, and this one is so important, skepticism. You have to remember that just because an AI sounds confident doesn't mean it's accurate. So here's a wild but true fact about AI. It can hallucinate. That means it can literally just make things up and present them as fact. It can also misunderstand data or reflect the hidden biases it was trained on. So what's the takeaway? It's simple. You have to be a critical consumer. Verify everything, fact-check it, and question what it gives you. And that brings us to our final S, our final principle, security. And let's be real, in this day and age, this one is an absolute non-negotiable.
Before you even think about pasting any sensitive information into an AI tool, you have got to ask yourself, where is this data going? What's the company's policy on security? And how long are they keeping my data? Protecting your data, and especially the data of other people, is just not optional.
Okay, so we've walked through all 6 principles. Now let's get practical. How do we actually put this into action? We're going to turn this whole framework into a super simple, actionable checklist you can use every single time you work with AI. So before you start, just do a quick mental run-through of these 6 questions. Am I respecting human context? That's your sensitivity. Have I documented my whole process? That's transparency.
Am I ready to stand by the final result? Responsibility. Does this follow my field's ethical guidelines? That's ethics. Have I double-checked the facts? Skepticism. And finally, is my data secure? Security. See, it's that simple.
When it's all said and done, it really boils down to this one powerful idea. The S.T.R.E.S.S Framework is here to remind us that AI is meant to support us, not replace us. Your expertise, your judgment, and your own ethical compass, they're actually more important now than ever before.
Look, this technology is not standing still. It's going to change, it's going to evolve, and new challenges are definitely going to pop up. So the real question isn't just about what you do today, it's about tomorrow. This framework gives you a fantastic foundation, but the real work is staying alert, staying curious, and always asking how you can apply these principles to a future we're all figuring out together.